So here is our first lesson. It's solving simple equations. Solving simple equations. Now, doesn't mean they're necessarily easy, but they're usually one or two steps, or at least not many steps. So our first little example involves Jimmy. So Jimmy loves biking. He's saving up to buy an awesome bike. The problem is Jimmy doesn't have enough money for it right now, but he has a job where he delivers papers. So Jimmy has $50 right now, and he's saving up to buy a $275 bike. So the bike, oh man, I'm not good at drawing bikes or anything else for that matter, but here's the bike, and that's $275. Jimmy has $50, but he makes $1.50 for each paper he delivers. So, how many papers does he need to deliver to buy the bike? So this is going to lead to a simple equation. So here we go. This is what it's going to start out with. So over here we have what he's trying to save up for, $275 bike. He only has $50, but he makes $1.50 per paper. When we say that word per, that means every single paper he sells, he gets $1.50. So that's going to be represented by multiplication. So it's going to be 50 plus $1.50 per paper. I usually use a dot for multiplication because an x gets confused with like the variable if you're going to use that for multiplication. So you won't really see that anymore once you get into 7th, 8th grade, probably even 6th grade. So here we go, we got to solve this. Now it's two steps. We got to get rid of the 50 and the $1.50. So what are we going to do? Well, at this point, some students will want to guess and check and just try different numbers. So plug in a 5. Well, 5 times $1.50 plus $50 is way too small. It's not $275, and they try different things with their calculator, which will eventually probably work, but it's not the best way to do it. So instead, we want to do inverse operations and get the p by itself. We want to isolate that variable, kind of like if you were on like a desert island, like this, okay? See that desert island? You are isolated, you're all by yourself, you're very sad. Okay, we gotta get p by itself. So here we go. We're gonna subtract 50 from both sides. Here we go, that cancels that out, and we get $1.50 times p equals 225. Now, one of the big mistakes I see kids make is they don't write out these steps. And they're like, oh yeah, I know 275 minus 225 is, or minus 50 is 225. But then they start to make silly mistakes later on down the road. So keep that in mind. Show your work so that we can see what you're doing, what you're thinking. So we gotta get rid of this $1.50. Well, it's multiplication. So we can't subtract. Subtracting won't affect this. We need to divide that out because it's multiplied. So we're gonna divide both sides by $1.50, like this. So we do that. 225 divided by $1.50, calculate that up, do it long division, whatever you want to do, you get 150. So that means Jimmy needs to sell 150 papers, okay? So Jimmy must deliver 150 papers. Then he can buy the bike and he'll be happy, and the story will end well in the math book story problem. Thanks for watching.